Well, you want to give me a big speech about how amazing you are at building motors and stuff before you start this one?
No, this time I think I'll take a different route.
Okay.
I just hope something doesn't fly all to pieces. But
this is the new motor.
This is the new, really old motor.
Yeah. I was just telling Chris, I was like, it's kind of weird starting an old motor. We never start old motors, and it's like, you know it's going to sound fine because it just sounded fine right before.
This thing was running 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I did tear it all the way apart.
Oh, no.
Put a new cam in it, new heads, lifters.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we might still need to listen a little closely.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. It should be fine.
I mean, we got water in it. We got oil in it.
Old boy got scared. He drove that 5.3 around a few days, and he's like, I'm going to have to get something a little bigger. I'm just going to blow it up.
That's not the case.
You knew you wasn't going to keep up with the old green truck.
No.
Small block Chevy 350.
Not the case at all.
Yeah.
No. What's sad is that I've built 2 engines
Here we go.
and installed 2 engines in the time it took you to put push rods in your engine.
Yeah. You know what? I'm a little busy.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm kind of procrastinating again like I did on that last one.
Yeah, he went and washed his hands a minute ago. I was like, dude, get in there and start the thing.
I think it's ready to start.
Start that thing. Let's hear all 6.0 liters of it. Hit on the first lick. They're like, what? Bang!
Yeah, it did pretty good. And it's got oil pressure, so that's good.
Sweet. How much?
That last one ran low on oil pressure. Oh no, you won't see it here.
Oh, look, it's pegged.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of make your own oil pressure if you want.
Oh,
if you
cool.
want.
Oh, look at the speedometer.
Oh my goodness. No, the oil pressure's over here.
Oh.
Yeah. See, that last one, it started running low on oil pressure. They won't run long after they do that.
Right. They need a little bit of oil pressure.
At least a little bit.
Yeah.
This one's got a lot. It's got 60 pounds of oil pressure.
Sweet. That's
idle.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Needs a little bit of tuning. The 6.0's a little different than the
You gotta seat the rings, remember?
Oh, do you?
Go ahead and seat.
Put it on the 2-step?
You have to hold it on the 2-step for 3 minutes.
Probably won't do that.
That's successful.
Yeah.
Well, next video we'll be doing a burnout.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, when this thing blew up, I was on my way to go do a burnout. And I thought, oh, you know what? I'll just drive up the road. I ain't done a burnout in yet. I'll just try it.
Yeah.
And I got about 100 yards away from where I was going to do that burnout, and I heard knock, knock, knock.
Yeah.
And the truck shut off. It's like it didn't want to do a burnout or something.
It knew where you was taking it.
I'm going to take it right back there.
hell? What in the world?
They're great cup holders.
We're about to race Mexico here. Got our first victim. Well, you see headlights. Oh boy. Good grief, this thing is rowdy. Man, hey, we still got oil pressure.
Oh yeah, we're doing good.
Look at that.
And we're back.
So we got our motor here. It's off the engine stand. I finally got the push rods put in it like Chris is giving me a hard time about.
Yep.
Yeah. He ain't wanted to help much.
No?
I mean, he did, but then towards the end, when we got here at the very end, he didn't want to help too much. I think he's scared.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, do you
He's
think
scared.
this thing's going to beat the LS, or do you think the LS is going to win?
I want to hear it thump first. And then off the thump, I'll be able to tell you.
It should thump pretty good. It's going to have a solid roller cam in it. But
Even
I think my
after-
truck's a lot heavier is the only bad part.
Yeah.
The old 411, 456 gear, whatever you got.
That's
in
going
it.
to help.
Off the line.
Yeah. Except I gotta get me a limited slip for it, or I'm just gonna be one wheel killing. But them's expensive. Chris bought his. It's well, I can't tell because Hannah's video, and
Yeah,
it was
how
like
much
$5
was that?
or $6.
Really?
Yeah, and I just don't want to spend $5 or $6.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
It's
So
always Lincoln lock it.
yeah, just weld it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
But-
thought about it.
So he's changed the motor in his now.
Yeah, Chris is on a second motor, and I still ain't got mine put
Yeah,
in.
right?
But
Let's look.
Slacker.
yeah, he just took it for a test drive, and he come back and he's talking trash now. He said that
He thinks it's
it's bad to the
fast.
bone, so
Okay.
we're gonna get this mated up to our, unfortunately, our automatic transmission with a mysterious torque converter. It's one of the old bracket racing old timer torque converters, and we don't even know what it. Look at it over here, Hank. It's a little filler,
It's a 10-inch. That's about all we know, right?
but we don't know what it's gonna do. We don't know if it's gonna be like a 6,000 stall. It won't be tight. Whatever it is, it won't be tight. So it'll be interesting. We
Okay.
might have to pull it back out and actually spend money on a torque converter. But we had this. It's a $1 torque converter. We just don't know what it is.
So are you putting this motor in tonight? Is that what's happening?
It depends on Josh stays. I mean,
Josh.
as long as he's here, we'll keep on getting it.
I got a sleeping kid in the car. So
Oh no.
No, we don't. I don't know. We might get it put in. But
Okay. Well, if I'm not hearing something interesting happens, Josh,
I think I'm working.
pull out the phone. You get the.
I'm actually
camera.
working on carburetor, so it definitely wouldn't start anytime soon. But
Okay.
we might get it put in.
Okay.
Yeah.
What we got going on here?
We got a truck with a motor in it
Why is it back up in the air?
because we've been buttoning up underneath.
That's the only time I've seen that truck for the last year. It's just been up in the air.
Well, let me show you what it looks like down. Well, the drive shaft's done. I went to put the drive shaft in here. It was missing.
It's dangerous in here, y'all.
Why's your old pan leaking?
I don't know. The guy that put the plug in didn't tighten it, I guess.
it's on Friday.
Do you want to show them?
Show them what? The leak, the oil pan leak. Look at this piece of junk. It's leaking oil
You did
already.
that.
This thing's leaking oil already.
You did it. You sabotaged me.
What a piece of junk.
It ain't. You gonna stink, piece of junk, when it goes around you.
I'm gonna stink.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna stink. You're gonna stink and think when I come around you.
I don't think this thing will be going around me.
You'll see.
So the motor's in it. We're back from our date night. Josh, do we have video?
No. Big negative on
Big
that.
No video.
No.
So apologize to the people.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm real sorry about that.
So we ended up becoming extremely thick in the grease. and we didn't want to pull our phones out to video,
Wait,
so
wait,
we're
this is
sorry.
dirty.
Oh, do I have it on my face?
You rubbed your head, yeah.
Okay. Look how pretty it looks in there, though.
It looks pretty good.
Look at all the room.
Yeah.
There's lots of room.
I need some turbos up in here.
Yeah. Did you ever take your distributor off to get it in there?
We decided it would be a good idea just to go ahead and take it off. Yeah.
Before it just.
I tell you what was aggravating is I forgot that the chain and the bolts, the chain and that big bolt couldn't come out.
Mm-hmm.
So we set it all the way down in there and you couldn't get it
You
out.
had to cut it off?
Yeah, we cut it off.
No.
Yeah, with the saws off.
So the other half of the bolt's still in the back of the head.
You can't get it out?
No. Oh, you might could now, yeah.
Maybe.
You could probably get it out with, yeah, with your fingers now.
Daggone.
Yeah.
What?
I like,
We ready to race?
no.
Let's
I need a
race. Let's go
carburetor.
race.
Josh was telling
Oh.
me I ought to just spend a few more dollars and get that Holly.
Yeah, he's gonna
Oh,
spend.
like the sniper thing?
Yeah, he's gonna spend $5 or $6 on a new carburetor. Anyways, might as well throw in 3 or 4 more and get the
Holly
Holly.
sniper's only like $8 or $9.
Yeah. I told you be proud of me. I told Hannah earlier when we was videoing that you only spent $5 or $6 on that limited slip in the rear end.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
hey, you got it on
So
real cheap
I was
parts.
probably-
Well, I bought it on Amazon.
Yeah,
You know it's cheap if I bought it on
Uh-huh.
Amazon.
He really
Yeah.
did buy it on Amazon.
I really did. So, enough about me.
You're gonna have.
Let's get
you
back
be-
to this
You're
thing.
gonna be trying to run your windshield wipers when you have this rust just flying all over you when I pass you.
Brother, I don't mean to disappoint you, but this thing's not going to be passing me at any point in time.
It might have a 6,000 stall in it.
He grabbed a mystery stall off the shelf over there for a torque converter.
Yeah, we talked.
And the only kind of stalls that we have on that shelf over there are from race cars. So this thing's
But
probably
y'all
gonna be
know
a
how
screamer.
y'all know how stalls are.
Yeah.
You gotta. This thing ain't gonna make the power that the motor that the stall was on was making before. So this one making 500 horsepower
40 left.
compared to the 650 that was on the before. It should stall a little tighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope.
What kind of transmission fluid did you put in it?
I haven't yet, but I was planning on just putting that in it.
Okay.
I called you when I was at O'Reilly's and asked you, and you told me
Yeah.
to buy that.
Yeah, but you know that was one thing we used to do with your car and mine when we had a turbo 350 in it and the torque converter was too loose. We'd put that
Gear.
tractor, what is that, E303? That's what it was. It was tractor fluid and it's thicker and it would make
Blue
it.
stuff?
No, I think this was just like tan or brown, just oil looking. But you could try that if it's too loose. But
If it's too loose and I have to pull it out, I ain't putting it back in. I'll
no,
buy a new one.
I'm saying you can drain the fluid and put the thicker stuff in.
You can't get it out of the torque converter.
Oh, it mixes with that stuff. Just trying to sabotage him.
Yeah, already with the oil drain plug.
Okay, so you're waiting on a carburetor.
Yeah. I gotta get some more parts like universal joints and that stuff. I dropped the transfer case from about 8 feet up in the air. So I got it rebuilt, but then it kind of got the place where the U-joint bolts on. It kind of bent it a little bit. And then I just recently dropped the torque converter.
Yeah, right after I turned off the video.
I picked up that transmission and took it over there, and it just hit the ground. So I've dropped the torque converter and the transfer case now. So
That's good.
That's right. You're hard on stuff.
yeah, it's drop tested.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll get you a carburetor, and
When you gonna wipe the dust off this thing?
I ain't going to. That's what's gonna be in your. You're gonna be trying to run the windshield wipers. It's just gonna be a big cloud.
We did figure out that now that I put the 6.0 in the red truck, that we're really, really close to the same cubic inch. Because this is a 30 over 350. So I don't know, whatever that math ends up being, it's like 360 cubic inches, call it. And a 6.0 is 366 cubic inches.
Does anybody know what these trucks weigh?
Yeah, we need to know.
Comment.
What a 1971 K.
Does it say on that thing?
I don't know. K. It's not a C. It's a K. No. It says you need to set your spark plug gap at 35.
I bet your truck don't tell you that.
And the timing.
That's when men were real men.
The timing needs to be at 8 degrees before top dead center at 550 RPM.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's not much time.
No. That's what they say to run. You better run that.
I'm probably not.
8 degrees of timing.
That's because they had to dial these things back.
Oh,
for the
gosh.
They had to tone them down. They had to retard the timing so much because these things would be yanking the front tires off the ground.
We are dealing with a retard here, not just retarded timing.
That's not nice. That ain't nice.
Look, guys, the last time this thing ran was in 2002. 22 years ago.
You're wrong. My fishing pole's in the back window.
Oh, shoot.
Well.
No. Get this thing running. I want to beat you.
You ain't gonna beat
I
me.
want to come around you with the tires smoking.
I'll beat you with Josh and truck with me.
It's all right. I'll go get my dad.
We need witnesses. I can
That,
tell you that.
that'll be the video.
Yeah. We probably need to set some stipulations or some groundwork on these races. How we're racing and where we're racing to and all that.
Yeah, from the 30 roll.
Maybe we should let the subscribers tell us how we need to race these things. And we're not talking about the drag strip. So
Mexico.
we're
Yes.
talking about racing in Mexico.
We're gonna go down to Mexico.
And we're talking about the low speed Mexico because these are both 4-wheel drive trucks and we would prefer to keep them under 100 mile an hour.
So are you thinking like 4-wheel drive?
4-wheel drive
No.
launches.
No.
I think I'm ready for that.
Are you?
I think so. It's got the best transfer case you can put in one.
Really?
Yeah.
205.
And I got a straight axle on the front end. I ain't gonna break it.
You might.
I think you break yours.
Yeah,
It
baby.
is puny.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So let's do that.
I think after looking at this thing that my truck's gonna be a lot lighter. than
Yes,
this.
I'm telling you, this thing look how thick the frame
I
is
know.
and how big it is.
And you got this ginormous steering box.
Yeah.
Anyways, we need to know how y'all expect us to race. Mine's a straight drive, his is an automatic. Mine's got a lot of horsepower, his don't have much.
Baloney, dude.
But we probably need to go from a roll, because that'll determine who actually makes more power.
Yeah, about 30 mile an hour.
And then we'll have to go from stoplight to stoplight,
Yeah.
which I feel like I'm gonna struggle in that department, because it's gonna be spin city over here.
I'm still one wheel peeling, so I'll get that fixed and then
Yeah.
I'll just put it 4-wheel drive. I'll have to get out and lock my hubs though.
Oh gosh. All right.
Okay.
To be continued.
All right, so got the headers on. Finally. Good fit. I bought those headers at Summit. I don't know if y'all remember when we stopped at Summit on our way to Bradenton, but got a sweet deal on them. I didn't know they had a clearance section in Summit, and boy, is that not awesome. I stayed in that section the whole time. Dad and Chris was like, "Are you about ready to go on?" I was like, "Well, let me look in this last aisle." But you can spend like a day in there just in the clearance section. You just see all these parts and you're like, "Wonder if I could use that. Wonder if I could use that." And you have to sit there and Google the part number for every single one of them things. So I was just sitting there Googling. I'd find me an alternator. I'd be like, "I wonder if that's for my truck, or I wonder if it's for my other truck." But anyway, found them headers. You guys need to go by Summit and look in the clearance section. It's the bomb. But so I had to get Chris to come over here and help me spot where the header was hitting frame so we could beat it a little bit, because that's just what you do on these kinds of motors. You just beat the headers a little bit. And he was like, well, it'd be easier if I could lift you up and get up under it and see. And I was like, all right, cool. And so then he helped me. And then I was like, all right, thank you. And then I just started putting the bolts in the header. And then he left. And then now I'm up here and I can't get down. He went to the dump. I can't. It's messed up. I called him and he's just laughing about it. He said, well, I'm at the dump. I'll be back in a little while. Meanwhile, I just gotta hang out up here. Daggone. And I don't even have any more parts to put on, so I'll just sit here and look at it. Make sure I didn't forget nothing. If you guys see something right now, you comment and tell me, you know, I'm missing a push rod or something. I don't know.